Get out there and turn something.
We all want that perfect fit, and getting it's not that hard. Stay tuned. I'm going to start out by just rounding your blank. Pick a nice piece of wood that you feel is solid, no cracks or blemishes or defects. Pretty important for this particular turn. Just using a spindle gouge here, standard continental gouge. Just working on getting my blank perfectly round, and then we'll start settling in and finding the right diameter. All you have to do to get a great cut with a spindle roughing gouge or a continental gouge is to anchor on your tool rest, find your bevel, and slowly lift the handle. You'll get ribbons coming off in no time at all. You've kind of got your blank round. You're going to have to move down to start to taper which end is going to be the fit for your mallet in this case. You just want to get it down to close to size. We're not doing anything precision yet. Just smooth, easy cuts. Use a skew or a roughing gouge, whatever's easier for you. I always make sure to keep my tool rest in the right spot. And I'm pulling down with a couple peeling cuts on one end, so I have a nice established flat surface to start our length. Try to use a skew as often as I can when I'm doing my final rounding so I get really good cuts and don't spend as much time sanding. Here I'm shaping the handle specifically for my hand. So I'll keep going in and out, getting just the right diameter till I have a comfortable grip without my fingers overlapping. And it fits firmly in my palm, giving me a good rest at the bottom so it doesn't fall out of my hand while I'm using it. I'll stop every now and then, just put my hand around it to feel how it feels, and if I need to make adjustments, go back to the lathe. Here I've grabbed a spindle roughing gouge where I can take a little finer cut. Same principle. Anchor on the tool rest, find your bevel, and lift your handle. Try to shift your body weight when you're cutting. Instead of actually moving your wrists or shoulders, you'll get smoother, more even cuts. Now it's time to start our measurements. We need to get exactly the right diameter to fit in the hole we drilled in our mallet end. So after I've established that, just peel down the entire length of the area that's going to go into the mallet and keep smoothing it down. After I have the right length and diameter, I'll start to shape the rest of my handle. I like to start on both ends of the mallet, making sure that I have the right diameter at the end and the right diameter at the pommel, and then I'll slowly peel that away with my skew. Stop every now and then to take measurements to make sure I'm not overshooting or undershooting it, and really go for a straight, even diameter across the entire length of the insert area of your handle. Love the way those shavings fly off the end of the skew. Take measurements a few times, make sure you get exactly what you want. Here's my final cut with the spindle gouge, just to make sure my diameter is good. Using the actual tool rest in the palm of my hand, ensure that my length is uniform. I'll round off my pommel now at the end, just getting a design that I'm comfortable with. That's completely a choice of the turner, whatever makes you feel the best. Fits perfect in my hand, it's ready for some finishing. I'll gently sand my tool handles all the way to 320 degrees, just to make sure that I have a nice, smooth, easy feel in my hand. I like to cover them with my shop grit, work that in so I get a nice shine, and it protects the wood while it's in the shop. If you get a good coat of wax on there, things like CA glue, wood glue, sap won't be sticking to your tools. Feels perfect in the hand. Now it's time for the moment of truth. Got to get that right up to the hole in your mallet, and it should be a little bit of a pressure fit, and then pop, snaps right in. That's what you want. So that's how I make my mallet handles, and how I turn them to perfect diameter, perfect fit each time. Hope you guys give it a try. Get out there and turn something. If you haven't seen my video on the 5-day, 5-minute, and 5-hour mallet, come back and take a look. There'll be a link in the description. Till next week, get out there and turn something.
Good wood, good tools, and a steady hand. Spin it true, let the grain come through. Get out there and turn something.